It's a pleasure to meet you. This film, it's one of those complex stories that you don't always expect to see in such a small environment, but the generations of men who are kind of not at peace with each other. What was the spark that wanted you to make this into a film? Like, where did you get involved?
Well, the writer, Alistair Siddons, was working on a documentary about a family called the Johnsons that this film was loosely inspired by, and he showed me some of the rushes, and I was just blown away by the footage he had, because he had very kind of intimate interviews with these incredible characters, you know, and who were living this life that was very different to the way most people live life, and feels like a way of life that isn't really going to exist for that much longer, and has been for quite a long time systematically stopped people living that life of travelling, and so it was fascinating to me, and I just said to him, we've got to make a film about this one day. And I was supposed to do the documentary, to direct the documentary, but I'd just come from doing a long observational documentary, and I was trying to move into more working with actors and doing drama, and so I didn't do the documentary. But I said, I'm not going to do the documentary, but let's do something about these guys. And then he, long process, but we tried to get someone to write it. That didn't work out. We tried to write it together. That didn't work out. And then he went away and wrote it and came back with this incredible script.
And what was the element that made you pick out Mr. Fassbender to star in this? Because he obviously he works so well, but what was it that you saw that you wanted to get out of him for this?
I think he's got the character that's based on. He's got that same charisma that the character that's based on has, and he's got that strength, and you believe that he would be in that world. You believe he'd have a tear up, you believe he'd drive cars really fast, and that he's and also then the fact that he's such an amazing actor and can show you so much depth and so much complexity, it just felt right, and we sent it to his agent, and fortunately I know his agent, and he's always been very supportive from when I was making music videos, so it got to him quite quickly, and he read it really quickly because he heard it was about travellers, and then wanted to meet, and we met, and he just got it. He got Chad in a way more than I did. He was, he just understood him. He was absolutely underneath the character, and then came when we came to film, he was so immersed in it. He knew who this man was. That's and he spoke like he'd worked so hard on the dialect, and was just absolutely pitch perfect for that. So it's really good.
Well, thank you very much for the time. I appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, sorry.